Good morning. This lesson is for my Integrated 1 classes, but before I get started, I want to say I hope everyone is doing all right out there. What this is a video of me working out the Unit 5 Practice Test 2. I'm going to go through all the problems with all the steps and show you how I got the answers. And this is also what I want to see on the test. You have to show me all the work. Now, before I start working out the problems, I have some information on the side of the board I'd like to share with you. Here I have my Gaussian elimination flowchart. The first box is, if I add equations together, will someone cancel? If yes, then do it. If not, go here. Will changing all the signs in an equation make someone to cancel if you add them together? If yes, do it. If not, will multiplying a number or multiplying an equation by a number make somebody cancel? Now, we use this if there's a -1 or a 1 with an x or a y. This is what we want to use. It's a much easier method. If we can do that, we do it. If not, we multiply both. Transitive property, both equations are equal to y. When that happens, set the right sides equal and solve for x. Substitution, one equation is equal to y. And remember, we're going to be using our 6 steps to solve. So hopefully I'm able to help some of you guys out who are struggling a little bit with this. And I am totally fine with you having this, with everything actually written out, like what goes in the boxes, what the steps are. Please have it in front of you. I don't grade on memorization. I just need to see that you can do this. All right, looking at problem 1. Oh, and by the way, you're going to get 4 Gaussian, 1 transitive, and 1 substitution. So once you're done with that problem, you don't have to look at it anymore. Problem 1, both equations are equal to y. This is my transitive property problem. So I'm done with this problem after I finish this. So since 3x plus 3 is equal to y and 4x plus 4 is equal to y, I can now say that 3x plus 3 is equal to 4x plus 4. Now I get into my 6 steps to solve. Can I eliminate a fraction? No. Can I distribute? No. Can I combine like terms on each side of the equal sign? No and no. Can I get all variables to one side of the equal sign using addition or subtraction? Yes. I have a plus 4x here, so I'm going to minus 4x to both sides. Okay? So I had to do step 4. I have 3, I owe you 4. You're going to tell me I owe you 1. 1 plus 3 equals 4. Can I add or subtract a number away from the variable side of the equal sign? Yes, I can. I can subtract 3 to both sides. Now I get -1x equals to 1. 4 minus 3 is 1. Can I divide away a number? Yes, I can. I can divide away the -1. X equals, -1 goes into +1, -1 times. Now I need to use my x in either equation to find my y. I like the first equation because the numbers are smaller. Y equals 3. I'm not going to put an x. I'm going to put empty parentheses. Plus 3. In here goes -1. 3 times -1 is -3. -3 plus 3 is 0. Y equals 0. And my lines cross at -1, 0. That is the answer to the first problem. All right. So I've done my transitive property problem. Now there's only 5 options. Let's move on to the second problem. Well, I know it can't be transitive, and I know it can't be substitution because one equation is not equal to y, so I have to go to my Gaussian elimination flowchart. And let's just look through this. Trying to find a marker that hopefully we can see. If I add the equations together, will someone cancel? 2x and 2y, no. If I change all the signs, will somebody cancel? And the answer is yes. If I change this to a -y, these guys go away. So I'm going to make you a plus, I'll make you a minus, and I'll make you a minus. All right. Oh, and by the way, I did this one, so I'm going to mark that off knowing that I can't have another problem like that on this test. Okay? Remember, one of all of them. 3x plus x, that gives me 4x. 4x, those guys cancel, and 4x equals 0. Let me divide away the 4. If I have nothing and I share with 4 people, each person gets nothing. All right, now I know my x, I can plug it into either equation and find my y. I like the top equation. 3 times 0 plus y equals 0. Well, 3 times 0, that becomes 0. 0 plus y equals 0. 0 plus y, that becomes y. Y equals 0. I have my x and my y, and my lines cross at 0, 0. All right. So let's look at our third problem here. I know it can't be substitution because nobody is equal to y. All right. If I add them together, will somebody cancel? No. Can I multiply one equation by a number and make somebody cancel? In this case, you can. Even though somebody is not equal to 1 in this, we can do that. I can multiply the bottom equation by -2, and that's going to give me a positive 8x. Positive 8x, and that minus 8x, that will cancel. But let me clarify this. We know we use this if there's a -1 or a 1 or -1 with an x or y. This one, it's not so obvious, so I apologize. I should have picked a better problem in the quiz or practice test that mirrored that, but we're okay. So I'm going to rewrite the top equation right here, minus 8x plus 4y equals minus 8. And let me do this. I'm doing this problem now, so I'm going to cross this guy out and know that I have 3 options left, and I have a pretty good idea what they are. The second equation, I'm going to multiply everybody by -2, and I'm going to write that right here. I get -2 times -4, that's positive 8x. -2 times 3y, that's minus 6y. And -2 times 0, that's 0. You could have multiplied by 2 and have a -8 plus a 6y equals 0, and then changed all the signs and made them cancel. That's also okay. So let me put these together. These cancel. I have 4, I owe 6, that means I owe 2. Minus 2y equals minus 8. Let's divide away the minus 2y. Oh, not the minus 2y, the minus 2. And I get y equals -2 goes into -8, -4 times. And you know, I should have written steps 1 through 6. So let me clarify here what they would have been. I can't eliminate a fraction. I can't distribute. I can't combine like terms. All my y's are on one side. I can't add or subtract away a number, but I can divide. So really we're only doing 1 step, so maybe I didn't need to write that. All right, I know my value for y. I like my second equation because the numbers are smaller. Minus 4, minus 4x, I'm having a problem here. Minus 4x plus 3, I don't write a y value, and that equals 0. In here goes minus 4, so I get minus 4x minus 12 equals 0. And again, I can go through my 6 steps. I can't eliminate a fraction, I can't distribute. I can't combine like terms. All my y, that's an x. All my x's are on one side, but I can add or subtract away at 12. And I get minus 4x equals 12, and I can divide away a minus 4. And x is going to equal 12 divided by minus 4, that's minus 3. X equals minus 3, y equals minus 4. That's where these lines cross at minus 3, minus 4. So I'm going to go ahead and erase this. I'm going to do problems 4, 5, and 6, which I know that I'm going to be able to add them together. I know I'm going to have to multiply both, and I know that I'm going to have substitution. So let me erase this, and I'll be back. I'm back. Let's finish the last 3 problems of this practice test, and let me just remind you where we're at. I've done the one problem where I changed the signs. I've done the one problem where I multiply one of the equations, and I've done the transitive property. So that means I can either add them together, multiply both, or do substitution. Those are the only options I have left. And so problem 4, one equation is solved for y. That's my substitution problem. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this y with this value. So I get now, and I'm going to put a -1 and a -1. -1 x minus 1, and I don't write a y anymore because I'm going to replace that with this, and it equals minus 6. So it's minus 3x plus 12. And let me write my 6 steps to solve. Can I eliminate fractions? No, I cannot, but I can distribute -1 times -3 and -1 times positive 12. So I get -1x plus 3x, because a negative and a negative makes a positive, -12 equals -6. Can I combine like terms on each side of the equal sign? In this case, I can. These two are like terms and they can go together. So -1 plus 3, that's plus 2. Plus 2x minus 12 equals -6. Okay? When you're combining like terms, you just put them together as they are. Step 4, do I need to get all variables to one side? I do not. Step 5, can I add or subtract away a number from the variable side of the equation? And yes, I can. I can add 12 to both sides. So now I get 2x. Those cancel. If I owe 6, I have 12. That means I have 6. And I can do my last step, which is divide. And x equals 3. I like the top equation to find my value of y because y is already by itself. So I get y equals -3. I don't write an x anymore. I put a parenthesis plus 12. Excuse me. 3 goes in here. -3 times 3 is -9. -9 plus 12. I owe 9, I have 12. That means I have 3. My lines cross at the ordered pair 3, 3. Alright, so problem number 5. I either add them together or multiply both. And look, the x's are going to cancel. So I'm going to do this one. So I know by elimination, or the process of elimination, my last problem I have to multiply both. Okay, so when I add these guys together, my x's are going to cancel. -2 plus 1, I owe 2, I have 1. That means I still owe 1. 12 minus 9, that's 3. Let's divide out that -1. And y equals minus into a positive is -3. I like the top equation. I don't know why I said that, but I guess I do. So now I get 3x minus 2. I don't write a y anymore, and that equals 12. In here goes a -3. -2 times -3, that's positive 6. 3x plus 6 equals 12. I can use my 6 steps. No fractions, no distributing. I can't combine like terms. All my x's are on one side, but I can add or subtract away a number. -6 minus 6. 3x equals 6. And I can divide. This marker is getting a little light. And x equals 2. My lines cross at 2, -3. And my last problem is this guy, and I'm going to have to multiply both because that's the only option I did not cancel out. I want to go with 2 and 3 because these are the smaller numbers. I take the 2 from the bottom equation and multiply everyone in the top equation by 2. 2 times -4, that's -8x. 2 times -3, that's -6y. And 2 times -9, that's -18. Remember, this method always works. If you're confused, you can do this method. I'm going to multiply everyone here by 3. That comes from the top equation. Now, I'm not changing signs because I already have different signs, so I don't need to worry about that. Alrighty, so let's see here. So, -3x times 3, that's -9x. 3 times 2y, that's 6y plus 6y. And 3 times -11, that's -33. Okay, so let's see here. The y's cancel. -8, -9, I owe you 8, I owe you 9, I owe you 17. -17x, let me learn how to write an x. Those cancel, and let's see here. This is going to be 1, carry that. I owe you 18, I owe you 33, I owe you 51. You guys can use a calculator on this one. Divide out the negative 17. X is going to equal 17 goes into 51 3 times. A negative and a negative is a positive, so X equals 3. I like the bottom equation, the numbers are smaller, so I'm going to plug into here. Minus 3, parentheses for X because I know what X is, plus 2y equals negative 11. Here goes my 3. 3 times negative 3 times 3 is my negative 9. Negative 9 plus 2y equals negative 11, and I can go through my 6 steps. No fractions, can't distribute, can't combine like terms. All my y's are on one side, but I can add or subtract away a number. I can add 9 to both sides. That cancels. 2y equals, if I owe you 11, I give you 9, you're going to tell me I owe you 2. I can divide away the 2. A negative divided by a positive is a negative, and y equals negative 1. My lines cross at 3, negative 1. Remember on this test, I want to see work. If you just give me answers, I give you no credit. I'm grading your work. That's what I want to see. So again, I hope that this helps everybody here. The problems will be in a different order on the test. The answers will be nice numbers. You can absolutely use Desmos to make sure your answers are correct. And if they're wrong, go back and find a mistake. Probably something to do with a negative sign that you lost or you added or subtracted it correctly. Again, I hope everyone is doing all right out there. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.